Hi, I'm Dave from Real, and thanks so much for joining us. You're in that 360-degree full immersion virtual experience, and so if you move your camera around or if you swipe your finger on your screen, you're going to be able to check out all that's here in the Zen Garden. I'm here with Andy White. His phone never stops, literally, honestly. It's been 3 times and we've only been talking for the last 20 seconds. He's a man in demand, and it's easy to see why. So many sales happening all across the state. We've had Waterfall Gully, we've had Wallaroo, and all in between. Millions of dollars worth of property settled just recently, and in particular that lifestyle type residence, whether that's I guess a hobby acreage or just a really interesting property.
Indeed.
But you know, what's really interesting is that thing that seems to be emerging, that you're selling properties, unusual and unique properties, that other agents have just struggled with and not been able to get any interest on. So, I mean, why is that? Is it leading edge technology like this? Is it fantastic?
It's a combination of everything.
Right.
You've got to have it's presentation.
Yeah.
Right. It's like if you want to go on the first date, if your wife didn't shower, shave under her armpits, and look decent,
okay,
you're less inclined to want to go on that first date.
Yeah.
Same with the house.
Yeah.
Presentation. We all shop with our eyes. Right?
Yeah.
Fair call.
Absolutely.
Right? You couple presentation with the number one thing that I think that I bring to the table is enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Right. If you couple it with enthusiasm and how the product itself, but how you present that product to the market, makes a world of difference.
So I've noticed, like in terms of marketing tools, that you've been using video to maximum effect. I mean, there was that property at Wallaroo. There was some gorgeous footage of that. You had the one out at Swan Reach, and now you've got the one down at Sellex as well. So I mean, we've got properties you've got properties right now all over the state. And what seems to really set them apart is the way that you're presenting them to sale.
Again, it's not rocket science. It comes down to the old adage that in the olden days, service was number one.
Yeah.
Nowadays, be it real estate, be it cutting someone's hair, be it fitting someone's tyres, service. That's what we're all looking for, is service in today's industry. It's sadly lacking.
Yeah.
Right? You go into a bank, it's everything. It's all coming down to we've lost the art of service now. Servicing, even though I'm taking on a lot of country clients, I'm still servicing the country clients, which is hard though, but servicing them like I am the city clients.
Yeah.
Now, you're putting in that level of, coupled with your expertise and that enthusiasm you're putting in there, and like one I've just sold, someone actually came up and had a look at it. They weren't actually in the market. They were just going away for a weekend away up in the Clare Valley, saw this property, loved it, phoned me up the next week and bought it.
And this is the old hospital?
This is the old Auburn hospital that we're talking about.
Just amazing. And so the marketing drew them out, but it was ultimately the fantastic service and the fact that you made yourself available to show them. And so often it seems to be opportunities are lost for a lot of people. They're spending thousands of dollars in some cases in marketing, and they're not necessarily finding that the result comes as a result of it because somebody's not following through in the same way that you are.
Exactly. Well, again, I've got to go and look at a new one this week.
Oh, yeah.
But that has actually been on the market for 2 years with another agent, and they've had one open inspection in 2 years.
Wow.
So, when it comes back to it, it's just not rocket science in my opinion, but apparently it must be.
Before we go, really interesting statistic. I reckon out of 15 years of selling real estate, there's only been 2 or 3 properties that you've listed and not actually sold.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's wonderful marketing, huge enthusiasm, and amazing service that you're able to deliver time and time again.
Totally.
There's changing people's lives right around the state. There's been people with homes that have had on the market for months and not been able to find their way forward in life, and just through applying the Andy White touch, you've been able to make a huge difference. So, Andy, thanks so much for joining us.
It's been an honour and a privilege for you.
This is the 360-degree full panoramic experience. Swipe with your phone, check it all out, guys. This is just one part of our overall marketing mix that's making a difference in people's lives. We thank you for joining us again.
Thank you.
Yeah?